Alright, let's talk. Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? It's your boy Steven here, coming back at you with another episode of the Real Steven Show. It's so bright out today. So I'm shooting this episode right next to my car to act as like a windshield. You see, given my location right now, I don't have anywhere to shoot inside, and that just means that if I want to shoot outside, I have to put up with the hurricane that is the outside world. Just look at how windy it is. Just, can you get a good shot? Just look at that tree blow. This life is not being easy on me right now. So yesterday I made a deal with you guys that whoever commented whichever we would do next, it was like I was either gonna give you a storytelling tip or a YouTube tip, and whoever commented, I would go to you. Anyways, my boy Antoine Araldi, very difficult name to pronounce, but he commented below that he wanted to see a YouTube tip, so that's what you're gonna get. Also, shout out to him. I did a podcast interview type sesh with him a couple days back. Links below, right there, thumbnail, beautiful, go check it out. Also, while we're on that topic, I did a podcast with a gentleman named Ian Eisenberg. It just got released yesterday, so links below to that as well. My first podcast and my first interview with someone else, contacted me, went through with it. Exciting things. If you want to see my first video interview and my first podcast, go check that out. But now for the meat of this show, my next YouTube tip for you. Now let's see, the last tip that I gave you guys was to have a repeatable video format. Check out the video right here. That's gonna break down to you what you want in a show. You want a show that you can, there's a car moving, wait for the audio. You want a show that you can basically throw different topics into and continue to produce content on YouTube. YouTube rewards people who continuously produce content. What I didn't get into that video was whether or not you have a good show or not. So how do you know if your show is good? You cannot base the quality of your show on your view count. Just because if you don't have something throwing a bunch of viewers at it, you can't say my show is good because I got a bunch of views on it. Like, it just doesn't work that way. The view count will not tell you if the video is good. So my YouTube tip for today is how to tell if your videos are good or not. YouTube has a bunch of different analytics for you to use, but as a newcomer, there's really only one that matters. And I'm gonna show you how to get to it right now. So just fade out of me. All right, boom, pop up. Now post-production, Steven got this right. You should be seeing a view of my screen right now. This is my channel page. If you look at the upper middle section, it's gonna say my view count. As a creator, if you click on your views, it's gonna take you to your analytics. Now from here, you're gonna click on the left-hand side. If you scroll down, you're gonna see something called watch time. Click on watch time. Now once you're here, you should see a graph of how many minutes were watched of your content. That number doesn't matter at all. That has to do with your number of views. Like, that's gonna matter later, but right now that doesn't matter. But if you click on this drop-down menu right here and go down to percentage view, that number matters. So let me explain. When you're just starting on YouTube, you don't have an audience. You have no way to know whether or not your videos are good. You're gonna get very few amount of people clicking on your videos, so you don't know if the video is actually good or not. You don't know if a large audience would watch your videos or not. There's no way to tell. But once you start getting some consistent views in, you can start to tell whether or not your videos are actually good or people are just clicking on them and clicking them off. And what I do is I look at my percentage viewed time to tell me whether or not my videos are good, and then on top of that, it tells me at what point in the video did I lose my audience's attention. This statistic is very, very important. If your average view time is between like 60 to 70%, then you're good. That's just because law of average says that if you have one person that clicks on and watches for 1 minute, then that's gonna be an outlier. It's gonna skew your average back. So if you get 50 to 60% on your average percent viewed, you have a good show. Keep up with the work, and only time will tell how far you'll get. But if your video gets clicked off of in the first, like, if you get like 20% viewed, then your videos aren't good. Like, change something. Something's got to change because people aren't watching it all the way through. There's something that's not, magic's not happening in your video to retain your audience. So there you go. That's my YouTube creator tip of the day today. You can tell how good your video is by your percentage viewed analytic on YouTube. I hope this helped a little bit because I spent a lot of time thinking about what I could actually tell you, and I feel like that is the most important thing, because once you know that you gotta create a format that you can do over and over and over again, you gotta be able to tell if the format is actually good, and the way you do that is by looking at the percentage viewed function, and then from there we can worry about drawing more people in. But if you have a video that doesn't that just isn't good to start with, there's no point in luring people in to view it, because you're luring them to crap. So if you have gold, then you pull people into the gold and they'll watch. I feel like I could have articulated my words a lot better in this video, but I'm not gonna record it again. So with that, I have nothing left to say. Remember, peace, love, happiness always, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Also, I don't really have any extra videos to edit today, so I might do a quick trip to the Arboretum and take some pictures. I need some pictures for Instagram. Look out for that in tomorrow's video.